Hey, how are you doing? Stormy over at Texas Cool Roofing. Um, my name is Christa, and we actually spoke on Friday. I believe it was Friday. It was great to talk to you, chat with you for a bit. Yeah, so as promised, here is a custom video for Texas Cool Roofing. In this video today, I'm going to cover three key tips that'll really help you guys with ranking pretty high in the search engines in Google and bringing in a lot of that business. One thing I see that I really want to have an impact on is roofers and great roofing businesses who may be not catching a lot of that clientele that's falling off on the edges. One of the biggest, if not the biggest reason for that, honestly, is SEO. And so I'm going to talk about SEO a little bit. I'm going to go into some detail, but not too much detail to the point that you leave this video with a headache. I don't want that. I want to inform you. I want to give you some information that's super helpful. And my thing is that, why give you something that you can't use? So I really want you to be able to walk away from this video with tips that you can start implementing, that Texas Cool Roofing and Waterproofing can start really implementing today to begin seeing your numbers like go sky high, start bringing in some more revenue, right? And more clients. So without further ado, I want to jump into three tips. And by the way, if you're wondering why, I send this video out in the first place, what I tell people a lot is that there are a lot of businesses that honestly take money from roofers and just flush it down the drain. And honestly, from any business, but I love working with roofers, but they take money and they flush it down the drain. They make promises they can't deliver on. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of them don't really know what they're doing when it comes to SEO. They might even can design a beautiful site, but if they don't have the roots, really, if they don't have the roots of that site, which I do believe is SEO, if they haven't mastered that, then it's really hard to help the website rank. It's really hard to help the business bring in that extra clientele, that extra revenue that they're missing out on. And so I just send this out as a way to be helpful, as a way to educate, to be really clear, to bring clarity to maybe some things that have been confusing in the past. And so if you've ever wondered, well, why is this business doing better than this business, although this business does more excellent work, or anything, I really want to bring clarity to that in this video. And like I said, give you things that are actually useful and actually helpful. So let's jump in. I want to talk about content, citations, and backlinks. And when I talk about content, that's pretty much everything on your front page, including the pictures and what the pictures are saved as and what's behind the pictures. So a lot of people don't know this, but when you go in and you save a photo, so let me see right here. Yeah. So for example, I clicked on this, what's this? Screened and Home Advisor approved, which by the way, I just want to point out, you'd be surprised how many roofers websites I go onto and I don't see the number at the top. So this is awesome. This is amazing. You might think it's something small, a number at the top, but it actually does some work in converting just people who are onlookers to actual clients. So I love that it's easy to get in touch with you guys. I also like this changing photo here. This really captures my attention and pulls me in. So, but I don't want to get distracted. You guys got a beautiful website. Pretty much what I'm trying to say. So let me right click. And if I go to save image, so Home Advisor screened and approved, right? That's what this is saved as. I would encourage you guys to find a keyword and key term, and I can show you guys a few of those in a little bit, but find a keyword or key term and actually save those pictures under that name. So like, can I do it? Oh, can't do it right there. Well, I can do it right here. Let's see. Can I? Nope. Well, yes, I can. So this is saved as a number right here. I would encourage you guys to save it as a keyword. It will help you rank in Google. So That's a simple thing you can do. Just go through each page, go find all the pictures, save it as a key term. And like I said, I can even show you guys what a few of those are. So when we're talking about content, what a lot of people don't know that I like to point out, and something that, I really started to learn and zoom in on when I first started doing SEO work and helping businesses, such as you guys, like bringing more customers, is that Google has changed in the past, I would say 10 to 15 years. Well, maybe like 8 years, but they've changed a lot because they actually pay more attention to content than people think. So they are like, Google, I feel like, watches websites like a hawk in a sense, and they keep tabs on your website, because they want to know that if they are referring their visitors to your business, that you are a valid business. And so one of the ways to ensure that you are a valid business, one of the ways to really have to have a favorable ranking with Google, is to make sure you've got plenty of content. What I tell people is look at how much content your competitor has and beat it out. So there's a company, I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They are Ace. They're called Ace Roofing Company, I believe. They are in Austin as well. They've got about, on their front page, I crawled their page and saw that they had a little bit over 2,100 words on their front page. In that case, I'd encourage you guys to try to hit about 23 to 2,500 words. That'll easily beat out Ace Roofing in content. So that's the first key. Also, make sure that if you are doing keywords, you space it out. So one keyword, key phrase to every 100 words, so that you don't get docked for keyword stuffing. So that is first thing when it comes to content. Second thing I want to talk about is something called citations. If I go over here, I typed in Austin Roofers, right? And there's a company, I'm not sure if I mentioned them yet. That's them. They're called Austin Roofing and Construction. I'm going to come back to them because I want to show you guys something. But Austin Roofing and Construction, there's Ace. I was telling you guys about Ace Roofing Company. Let's use them then. For this part, Ace Roofing Company, there's their business name. This is their business number. This is their business address. What a citation is pretty much your business information listed across multiple directories online. And so, two things to note. I use a tool called White Spark, so it allows me to see where Texas Cool Roofing has citations, how many you guys have. And it allows me to see the same exact thing for your competition. And so what I tell people is with citations, you want to make sure you have the same and even more. So you want to have as many and more. It doesn't have to be the exact same, but just to make sure you're beating them out in citations, the same and more. Citations, your information. So like Yelp is a directory. Yelp. I wanted to make sure I said that word clearly. Yelp is a directory. Yellow Pages is a directory. Facebook is a directory. Angie's List is a directory. Better Business Bureau is a directory. So we want to make sure, and like I said, with the tool White Spark, I can go in and see all that information. Second thing that's important to note about citations is that Google pays attention even to how accurate your information is across all those platforms. So I've seen companies, I'm sure you've seen it, that maybe they moved a location and they didn't change that information in the directory. And so I don't know if you've ever done this. I have. I've driven to an actual physical location only to find out that that business moved. Or I've called a number only to find out that that's an old number. Google docks points for this. And so making sure your information is accurate across all directories online is an easy way to fix that. And it keeps you in really good standing with Google. So that is pretty much what I want to cover with citations. Let's go ahead and move on to backlinks. This will be the third and final tip I cover, and I'm going to try to make it brief because we are almost at 10 minutes here. So when we're talking about backlinks, I want to go over here. I use a tool called Ahrefs. I love Ahrefs. I love the analytics of Ahrefs. There are other tools you might hear about in the SEO world. You may have already heard about them called, there's one called Majestic, there's one called SEO Quake, and there's some other ones, that may not be as well known. But Ahrefs is one of my favorite ones because it comes pretty close to Google's numbers. And so, and I like that it updates on a pretty regular basis. So, backlinks, I want you to think of backlinks as, let's say you join a company and you are a top, let's say you want to get to know some of the top executives in that company. Let's say you want to get connected with the CEO of the company, and you are new to the company, you don't know anyone, and you become friends with someone who is great friends with the CEO of that company. So now, because you've joined forces with this person, you've linked up, you've become friends, you now have access to the top CEO or the top executive in the company. And so when we talk about backlinks, I want you to think of that metaphor in terms, but in the online world, in the digital world. So backlinks is it's an authoritative site that is passing back juice or passing back power to your site. So because you've linked up with this platform, they are passing authority to you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So right now, Texas Cool Roofing has 16 referring domains, giving you guys 17 backlinks. And this lights up right here. These numbers light up because I can click on them. I can see your organic keywords, and then it gets pretty nerdy from there, honestly. So I've seen, honestly, and I tell people this with backlinks, I really do see it as an online computer hack, because I have seen businesses with a 0.2 rating, and you come back a few months later and they're like up here at like 45, 50, 60, because of backlinks, because of powerful backlinks. We want to make sure, it's like we don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? So if there is a platform that has great authority and they can give you great recommendations, why not link up with them and get great backlinks, and really boost your ranking? I mean, really be at the top when people type in roofing in Austin or roofing repair Austin, or I've got a roofing leak in Austin, for Texas Cool Roofing to pop up, because they've got some pretty amazing backlinks, would be awesome. So I want to go over here really quick and show you guys something. So I typed in Austin Roofing and Construction. Forgive me if I already showed you this, but these are some of the keywords they are ranking for. And you can put these, I may have already showed you this, I feel like I did, but you can put some of these behind pictures. I want to go over here. Give me 1 second. Before I leave, I want to show you guys this. So as you can see right here, this is one of the reasons they're at the top, is because they've got 277 referring domains, giving them almost 4,000 backlinks. So you might think this is a crazy number. It's actually not that hard. And I can click here, see where their backlinks are, where they are coming from, who is passing power to their site. Also, not all backlinks are created equal. So, man, I wish I could really get deep into this with you guys, but which I can. We can always like continue the conversation. But so we've got something called do follow links and no follow links. And so like I said, not all backlinks are created equal. You want do follow links, because do follow links means that they are legitimately passing authority back to your site. So, but we can see here, like I said, the type of backlinks they have, and this is one of the reasons they are ranking so high. But I love this tool because I can kind of peel back the layers, kind of do a website diagnosis. So, well, Stormy, thank you so much for your time. I hope this information was helpful for you. If there's anything I said, anything I covered that you have further questions about, please feel free to reach out to me. If not, no harm, no foul. Please feel free to take these tips and begin using them today. Thank you so much, and have